This begins part two of the workshop on how to convert your lecture classes to an online format, at least some of the tools that are available to help you with that. And this is the Zoom tool I'm going to talk about. And this thing is awesome. It's a way for you to meet your students online at the same time you would have met them in a lecture class. So if you have a lecture class from 11 to 1 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can have them meet you in your Zoom room the same the same time. And this is great. So the students can hear you and you can hear them if they have a microphone. Otherwise, you can read a chat information. There's a little chat box where they can chat at you if they don't have a microphone. So let's look a little bit about getting a Zoom account. One, you can get the Zoom account at this address right here. You don't have to type in the front part. Just type in conferzoom.org and click the sign up button. Now, we've been told that you're going to be getting an email on your Palomar email account to um, sign up for Zoom, but I'm going to show you how to do it here anyway. So here I am at the conferzoom.org page. And you can see there's a sign up thing. There's some guides here. There's some nice guides in here for Zoom, so feel free to check that out, and some support information if you want to get support directly from Zoom. So, um, you see sign up here, you see sign up here. For those who have an account like me, there's sign in. But just let me just show you the sign up really quick. So I click on that and you get a form, and you give your first name, last name, your college email, your .edu email, organization being Palomar College for the people watching this at Palomar College, and classification again, administrator, staff, faculty, title, and your phone. Okay, and then you click sign up, and then they're going to set it up from there. It should be sent to you. I believe you get an email that tells you how to click and what to do next to get your sign up. Let's see, because yeah, we don't select a password here, but at some point you'll need to select a password. So let's go back to me where I'm going to just sign in. You've got your sign in information now, and it already I was already signed in, so let me sign out again. Sign in, and I'll go ahead and put my education email address and the password, which is password. No, I'm only kidding. It's something else. And hit sign in. And now we get back to that meeting for getting into the kind of the opening window. So before we do anything about meetings and setting up meetings, I want you to go into profile. This is all about you. This is where I selected a picture. I could change it, delete it, put something else in there. And I highly recommend that you do that, because if you don't have your video on, you don't have a webcam, you're not showing yourself in video, you can do it this way. And at least they see something that's a little more friendly than just an icon for a person. Now, everybody gets a personal meeting ID. It's a number like this, and a URL set up. And this is a lot. This is kind of much. There's three C's and then confer assume. So it's four C's in a row. CCC confer.zoom.us/J/ and then that big long number. And that's not really very friendly. So there's a personal link here. Now I've set mine up, but you can customize it and you can put what you want in there. Now if somebody already has that, and the first attempt I made to use something else, they had it, so it wouldn't let me repeat it. It's unique. So I went with Prof Perry, just so it's friendly. And that's a friendlier link to uh, to give to someone, and it brings you to the same place. This thing with a big long number, but you can now use that link to send out to people, and it's the Zoom US my/Prof Perry, and that'll get them to my Zoom room. Now, there's ways to set up specific meetings at specific times, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But I'm going to go with the most basic way to do this first before we get into any complexities. And that is just to use your room. Now, you tell your students, show up in my room, you give them the link, and they will click on it. They will click on the link or put it in their browser and enter it and hit enter, and they'll be brought into the Zoom room. I'm going to show you a little later what that looks like and how you operate it. But right now we're just setting up a few things. So get that right. This sees Zoom knows my email here because I had to give it to them to log in, and they're going to send things to me as a part of the process. They'll tell me when there's recordings made of the process, should I make a recording, or when there's captions ready, and so forth and so on. So one thing to check sometimes is when we go into, especially when we go into making meetings, you want to pick the correct time zone. I'm in California, so I have Pacific time zone. If that's not what it is for where you are, be sure to edit that and reset it. Okay, and then it's just showing the password and all that. So, okay, so I'm now going to go back to where I might really start a meeting with my students. Now, again, like I said, I'm going to click on the meetings. There's ways we can set up particular meetings, but right now, I'm just going to take the real simple approach. I'm going to take this URL. I'm going to open up another window here and paste it in the box, and I'm going to hit Enter key. Okay. So I'll get something like that. And if Zoom has never been opened before, I may get a little thing down here on the bottom, a little arrow says install Zoom. So just click that. It takes about a minute or so. Let it install, and then you'll get this. So I say open Zoom meetings. Okay. So at this point, I'm brought into, let me actually add a view. I'm brought into a meeting that I'm going to do things with. So, and I can pull in participants and chat and that sort of thing. So this is just the intro to how to do this. I'm now going to move into a second part where I give you an illustration on how a session might go.